Hello and welcome to Level Up with LEDVANCE. I'm Lynette Schaefer, Director of Training at LEDVANCE, and today I'm going to be giving you an overview of the basic types of wall packs, wall pack applications, and LEDVANCE's wall pack offering. Now, when it comes to wall packs, the IES has 4 classifications, which was originally developed in 2000. The first one is full cutoff, which provides 0% upward distribution, meaning all the light coming out of the luminaire will be directed downward. There's also the semi cutoff, which provides between 0% to 40% upward distribution. Next, we have the cutoff wall pack, and that provides 0 to 20% upward distribution. And there's also the non-cutoff that provides anywhere between 2% to a full 100% upward distribution. For simplicity purposes, now most manufacturers like LEDVANCE classify them now as cutoff and non-cutoff, especially since the 2009 bug ratings were developed and introduced, which is a way better way to determine light distribution. So the luminary classification system, which is LCS, defines distribution of light from a luminaire with 3 primary solid angles: forward throw, backlight, and uplight. All of these put together basically equals the bug rating, which stands for backlight, uplight, and glare. The bug ratings helps to ensure that people specify products that minimize light trespass, also minimizes glare, meets efficacy and efficiency standards, and also meets the illumination requirements too. So how do you read bug ratings? Well, a traditional bug rating is usually like a B1, U3, G3. The B1 is the backlight rating. So that's how much light is spilling out from behind the luminaire. You can find that in the chart, and then you can determine how many lumens are going to be spilling out behind the luminaire. So in this case, if you have like the B1 category, you'll have around 500 lumens at about a 60 to 80 degree viewing angle, which is the BH. Moving on to the U3, that's basically how much uplight are you going to have. You're going to have, in this case, if it's a U3, it means you'll have about 500 lumens at a UH angle, which is about 100 to 180 degrees. And then the UL is 500, which is 90 to 100 degrees. Now you can imagine if you have a U rating of 0, that basically means you do not have any upward light, which is really great for light trespass. And it also means less sky glow as well. Now, the G3 in our example here is basically the glare rating, and glare rating just depends on the type of luminaire. But keep in mind, it works exactly like the other 2. So you just have to find your appropriate column, and then keep in mind that the higher the G rating, the more glare you're going to have. So why is glare so important? Well, when glare is present, it's difficult to see what you need to see, right? So like this person, for instance, did you see that person? If you didn't see that person, that is why we want to use really good quality lighting and also make sure that we recommend the right wall pack in this particular situation. So the question is where do you find bug ratings? Well, you just have to look at the spec sheet. Normally, you're going to find the bug ratings on the spec sheet, whether it's a wall pack or an area light. You typically find bug ratings on the spec sheets. So in summary, a backlight, uplight, and glare is really important. So you got to be sure you check out your bug ratings so you know that you're lighting the application with safety and security in mind, but also ensuring the space is lit with quality light. And it's not only about protecting people, but it's also about protecting our wildlife and also our night skies. So for this reason, be on the lookout for the dark sky approved products. If you see this stamp, you know that the product has been tested and approved to meet dark sky applications. These products will have less than 3000 K color temperature and 0 uplight too. So now that you know the types of wall packs, the bug ratings, and important things to consider, let me show you LEDVANCE's wall pack solutions. So let's first of all start with our traditional wall packs. Now these can be found under non-cutoff wall packs at ledvanceus.com. Each of these kind of have their own certain things that makes them special, but generally speaking, there are 4 things that most of LEDVANCE's wall packs offer. The first one is the hinge door housing. So I'm just going to use this example here. This is actually our adjustable wall pack. So you can see here it has these like ability to disconnect the back from the actual luminaire itself. The reason this is important is because the contractor can easily take this piece, mount it to the wall, and then they can connect using the hinge door housing, the other part of it, let it hang there as they make their wired connection. So a really cool selling feature. And again, most of our wall packs do feature that hinge door housing. Also, a lot of our wall packs will also feature this little bubble level too, which is right here. That's nice because you don't have to have so many tools with you, and you can make sure you get a level as well. Also, most of our wall packs will feature a integrated photo cell. It's always the clear one. The nice thing about this is that it can be disabled in the field. All you have to do is just take the wire and pull it out, and then you can leave it there, no problem. Now, the other thing too is that if you don't like where this particular one's located, maybe there's a tree or something in the way, all you have to do is unscrew it and move it to a different knockout, which is really simple and easy too. And again, that's a big feature on most of our wall packs. The other thing that's really cool about our wall packs is that most of them do feature dual selectability. So this is nice because you get to choose your CCT and or your wattage upon install. So to have that dual selectability makes it way easier for the contractor as well as the distributor too. So the question is how are these different? Well, we'll see first of all that we offer a value class, a performance class, a superior class, and also the other thing to mention is that we do have different wattages and different lumen outputs, as well as different voltages. So just pay attention to that. You can always look at the spec sheet. But most important, value class, performance class, superior, different wattages, different lumen outputs. Now, specifically when we start talking about the value class, it does have an optional EMBB, which is really nice feature because a lot of times in outdoor applications, you need to be able to have that space secure, right? The other nice thing about this particular product is that it also has a visor that you can get to come with it. So actually not come with it, but you can order it as an accessory. So that helps push that light exactly where you need it to go. And because this is a glass lens, you also have the opportunity to add the wire guard, which is important in some applications too. The other nice thing about this particular product is that it has a really nice, slim, low profile design. It still meets the footprint of a traditional wall pack. So if you ever take off a wall pack, sometimes there's discoloration. This is going to hide that, but it's not going to stick out nearly as far from the wall either. Now, by the way, this is not ADA compliant. Okay, I know sometimes we have questions on that. But anyways, so this is our value class wall pack. Pretty neat product. The next one up is the 7A, that's a performance class. And this one's kind of cool because it is TAA compliant, which helps with federal government purchasing situations. You can also order that one with a photo cell if you want only. You can also order it with a motion sensor only, or a photo cell with EMBB as well. And also this one does have a polycarbonate lens, by the way. Now moving on to the next performance class, very similar to the one I just talked about. However, this one has a glass lens. You can also incorporate controls, which I'll talk about more in just a second. And it also has that visor as well as a wire guard too. And then last up, we have our superior wall pack. Now this comes with a 10-year warranty. You can incorporate controls as well very easily. And you can also choose type 2 or type 4 distribution, which allows you to direct that light exactly where you need it based on the application too. So that is basically the lineup of our traditional wall packs, classified as complete non-cutoff. Now, next up is our full cutoff wall packs. Now we do offer performance and superior class with these particular ones. The first one's pretty cool because it is a slim wall pack that is adjustable. It's actually the one I was showing you with the different features. So this one here is nice though, because it does have that 90-degree flexibility in the field. So let me actually show you that here with this one here. So this is what that looks like right here. So you basically get it positioned where you want it, and then you just take screws and tighten them up on the side. So it's a nice little feature. You can aim that light exactly where you want it and gives you the flexibility in the field that you might need. Now we also offer a made-to-order microwave sensor. Otherwise, it does come with that integrated photo cell, the hinge door housing that I talked about, the internal level, as well as the fixed wattage or selectable wattage. And it is also available in white or bronze housing as well. The middle one is the 9A. Now, this is a high runner for us, and it is used in a lot of applications. And it's got a nice appearance for one, and it's also compatible with standalone or network lighting controls. And what's nice about this one is also offered in 277 to 480 volts and has an impressive 22,500 lumens, which is pretty nice. Okay. The last one up is a superior class 6A. Now this one is dark sky. And no, I forgot, this one here is also dark sky, the last one I just talked about. But anyways, the 6A is also dark sky compliant. It comes with a 10-year warranty, and you can choose from type 2 or 4 distribution. And there's also a made to order option that allows you to have it work with Lynx, which is our network lighting controls. So this is basically the lineup. We gave you an opportunity to see those different ones and kind of compare the differences between each one. What I want to do now, though, is talk a little bit more about how easy it is to add controls to our wall packs. So first of all, I mentioned a few of our wall packs are controls compatible. All you have to do is just unscrew the cover, then screw in the adapter, then add either your PIR or your microwave standalone control solution. Now, of course, standalone control solutions are pre-programmed at the factory, but those settings can be changed via a remote, which is sold separately. So as you can see here in the photo, you have a little bracket. That bracket attaches to the knockout, one of the knockouts that have a plug. You basically plug it in, you attach your control solution, and that's as easy as what it is. The bracket's nice because you can move it and rotate it so that you can get that sensor to be exactly where you want it to be. Next up, we have the ability to add Link. Now, Link is our network lighting controls. Similarly, you unscrew the cover, screw in the bracket. We do have another little adapter that you do need to be able to add your Link device, whether that's the fixture controller or the fixture controller with sensor. What's nice about our Link system is that you can easily group luminaires. You can set your maximum brightness, also known as high-end trim. You can do some basic scheduling and customize the sensors and many other settings within the LEDVANCE Link network lighting control app. The app is completely free. It is via iOS or Android. And what's really cool about Lynx too is that you can either use the app to control your luminaires, or if you want to, you can also incorporate the optional wireless controller. And by the way, Link is DLC approved as a network lighting control solution, which means that you could potentially get higher incentives and also better utility rebates too. Now, the main difference, as you can probably tell, between the standalone control solution and the network lighting control solution is that the one needs, well, they both need brackets, but the one needs also that sensor adapter, which is that white piece in the center, which is NAD or NAD code 63592. One other option, if you're using a full cutoff 6A, you can order that with the Link fixture controller and sensor from the factory, which is a really nice offering as well, which is this one right here. And again, you can add in your control solution if you want to too. Our last groups of wall packs are the mini wall pack, and this is also the jelly jar too. So the difference between these two mini wall packs is basically one has an EMBB and one does not. Additionally, one comes with 3 color options and the other one doesn't. So let's talk about each one of these. So the value class comes in 3 colors, and it is also dual selectable. And the performance class, which is this one here, both very similar. This one here is the one that comes with the EMBB. There's also a little test button on the outside of the fixture, which allows you for manual testing, and also performance class is also available in bronze. Of course, we can't forget the famous jelly jar, right? So the jelly jar does feature flex mount, which means it can be mounted to a ceiling, a wall, or it can be also pendant mount. It does have a frosted glass lens, 180-degree adjustable mounting. So you get that right where you want it and then just tighten up the screw. Red or blue lenses are optional too, and it is a die-cast aluminum gray housing. And of course, type 5 distribution on that one. I want to thank you, and certainly go and fill out our feedback for this presentation. You can scan the QR code on the left and test your knowledge to obtain your certificate and completion certificate found on the QR code on the right.